I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Come on in. What's up, Cheryl the Pearl? Anybody that you see with a wrench behind their name, they're here to make sure that you have a good time in the chat, child. And we are talking about the tea, today's tea. So hit the like button and share the video. What is up? What is up? What is up? If you can hear the sound of my voice, just to make sure that I know you guys can hear me, please let me know by putting your city, your state, your country, your island, your continent into the chat. That way I can give you a quick shout out. But we got a lot to talk about today. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Y'all rested up. Y'all got a chance to see the sun, child. Sit out with your family, all the good things, be with your friends. What's up, Marilyn? Nice to see you. What's up, Linda Gamble? Nice to have you. Let's see. What's up, Shirley? What's up, Sharita? Nice to have you. Glad you are catching a live today. Thank you. Texas is in the house. I hope you are doing good in Texas. Miss Linda, I have been paying attention to all the news coming out of there, the tragedy with the flood. So I hope you are staying safe, and prayers to everyone who has lost in that flood. That is awful. What's up, can't even speak. Memphis. What's up, Memphis, Tennessee? Hey, North Carolina, Charlotte. What's up, Hazelhurst, Mississippi? Let's see. What's up, Pennsylvania? What's up, New York? Nice to have every single one of y'all, child. We got some things to talk about with Miss Nene Leakes, who shared a whole lot of information today on the Humble Brag podcast with Cynthia Bailey. Come on in, come on through. I'm going to give you guys the latest that I could see and have you guys support Miss Cynthia over there as well. We are talking about Amy. Amy Howard, she is about to take that last name off. Y'all know she got married to Dwight Howard 2 days after Valentine's Day, child. And they said that they were broke up within 24 hours. But we're going to talk about what's going on with her right now. We got Martell Holt, child. He got some advice. He got some dating advice for the ladies, maybe the men too. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you guys what he is liking out here. Okay, come on through, everybody. Let's see. Linda said that y'all still have rain over there. More rain coming in. Oof. Please get to high ground. More rain is coming in. I know that Texas isn't the only one that's affected, but it seems to be the hardest hit. Those are the stories that are coming out from there. What is that? Linda is letting us know 41 is in the chat, or 82 is in the chat, but only 41 of y'all have hit the like button. So keep hitting the like button. I don't care what you guys have to say, because enjoy yourselves, okay? Say what is on your mind. Just keep it respectful when it comes to the other people in the chat and with myself. Okay, and everybody with a wrench behind their name is going to make sure that you have a good time. And they want y'all to hit the like button. So keep hitting that like button. They're just going to remind y'all, okay? And stay safe. That's right. Stay safe to anyone who's affected by the flood. H-Town is in the house. What's up, H-Town? Nice to have you. Child. Oh my goodness, the stories that are coming in right now. Right before I even got on, I had a story. So come on in. Let's see. Hey there, Linda. Linda Russell this time. All right, y'all. So listen, I ain't going to keep y'all for long. Okay, we're going to get into these stories right now. Y'all know how I do over here. I got some stories that I bring y'all in on, but I like to share everything. So let me get y'all some more tea. That's why it says and more, because I want to make sure y'all get as much as we can. And we're going to start first. We're going to start first with Shamea, because y'all know Shamea has been talked about a little bit from RHOA. People have been saying that Shamea didn't bring to the show what they expected her to bring. And they were calling her a lapdog and all kinds of stuff, right? Well, she caught up. Let me put her picture up. She caught up with a YouTuber or podcaster, I should say, by the name of Leah Henry. And Leah Henry got a chance to ask Shamea all kinds of questions like, what's going on with you and Britt? Because Britt accused you, girl, of partying, taking shots. And instead of going home to your daughter, who we had saw on the show, Shamea got that phone call from her husband. Husband said, yeah, this nurse can kick rocks. I just fired her ass. She had this room down to below zero. Our daughter is sick. We saw that whole thing. Shamea was feeling very hurt, right? Crying. Everybody like rallied around her, tried to make her feel better. But by the time we get to the end of the season, you over here, Britt, say, baby, you drink a lot, right? So she's trying to put it out there that Shamea might be drinking her feelings. Okay. She said, I'm sitting here trying to console you, feel bad for you, and your ass is taking shots in Miami instead of going home to your daughter. Well, it looks like Leah was able to get the tea. Shamea says she is very disappointed that Britt didn't come to the reunion because that's where she was going to light her ass up. Okay, that was one of the things she said, but she also shared that Britt wasn't 1000% correct. She might have saw her have a drink or two, but she said when she landed in Miami, there was a layover and she asked her mother to bring her children to her in Miami. So she said, I was actually in Miami, sure. That I might have had a drink or two, sure. But when we had that layover, I decided to stay in Miami and I brought my family to me. I brought my mother and my children to me. Okay. So she said, Britt didn't get it all the way right. How do y'all feel about that? How did y'all feel about that? Does that change anything for you in the chat? Do you feel like Britt still may be on to something? If you do, put a 2 in the chat. And if you think that Shamea cleared it up, put a 4 in the chat, okay? Shamea said at the end of the day, there was a layover after they came back from, I think it was Antigua. She said that. Put a 2 in the chat or 4. Okay, 4. So you're saying that Shamea cleared it up, that you okay. So Shamea cleared it up for y'all. Look, I got 1, 2. They said that's not enough. Your ass should have still went home. Just asking. The other thing is she brought some clarity. Okay, so there's more 4s than 2s, more 4s than 2s. I like Shamea. I like her too. I think everybody should like everybody, okay? I think that we give these ladies way too much sometimes, but everybody should like everybody. But at the moment, people are saying this clears it up for them. There's a few people who said, I still don't get it. She still should have gone home. If the baby was sick, go home. Don't bring the baby to you, okay? So Wanda, the nurse advocate, said, nah, not for me. But anyway, that was one of the stories she cleared up. The other story that she cleared up in regards to her and Portia, are they still on the outs? She said, yes, they are still on the outs. But what they did do was agree not to have their friendship be judged and play out in public. So when it comes to interviewing and shit like that, they are actually supposed to not talk about the other so that it doesn't, keep tearing them down. So that's what they agreed to do when it comes to that. Okay. Even though she was still talking about it just a little bit, she said she loves Portia. She hopes that they can find their way back to each other. But at the moment, what they have agreed to do is to not tear each other down in the press or amongst bloggers or wherever people like to talk. Okay. So that was their agreement. Just so y'all know, this was all again done by Leah Henry and her platform. And then the other conversation that was had was about Miss Angela Oakley, who y'all know has been running things on RHOA for season 16. A lot of people love her, believe that she saved the season. But I'm going to tell you this. She was actually asked if she thought Phaedra had anything to do with the story that came out about Angela Oakley and her husband, if it was a setup by Phaedra. And according to Shamea, Shamea said no, she sides with Phaedra. She said she does not think that to be the case based on how they were filming, that wouldn't have happened. And even though she didn't say, I think Angela made that story up, she did kind of imply it. She actually said, listen, a lot of people are thinking that it's Angela. I just don't see it for Phaedra. And she said that she actually thought that Angela and Drew had a lot to do with this. So right now, Angela is getting, I think it's 50-50 for a lot of people. I'm still a fan of Angela, love Angela. I actually think that Marcus was looking for his 15 minutes of fame. But just so y'all know, Shamea is not siding with Angela when it comes to saying that Phaedra did it. So I'm going to bring you the tea. Neither Andy or Bravo said they wanted Nene back. Well, Gina, I got news that's going to say otherwise. So stick around, okay, boo? Stick around. Okay. So we're going to keep it going. Let's get to the next story. Let's talk about Nene since Gina brought it up. Okay. So if you guys had an opportunity to listen to the Humble Brag podcast today, Nene dropped a lot of tea over there. Okay. Let's put this up here. Of course. Child. Everybody, there are some people that don't like Nene. And so everybody wants to throw in the towel when it comes to her. But baby, Nene still shuts down rooms. She still brings in dollars. And Bravo and NBC Universal knows that. And I'm going to tell you guys how all this started, okay? So let me get this up here. Hold on. So I did have an opportunity to listen to the entire podcast. I like to use both listening ears, okay? God gives us one mouth and two ears for a reason. I listened to the entire thing from the start to the end. And there was a couple of things that Nene revealed. I'm not going to give away everything because I do want y'all to listen to Cynthia's podcast. She does a lot of hard work over there. But one of the things she talked about was her youngest son, Brent. He is back in the hospital, so prayers up to him. Y'all may know a couple of years ago, I think maybe even last year, he's been dealing with health issues, having a stroke, a heart attack, and also a heart transplant. I think he got the heart transplant last year. She actually said that after a lot of testing and things like that, it came back that Brent, that the heart transplant, all of the stuff that he had going on health-wise may have been brought on by the onset of diabetes, which is a big deal. Diabetes ruins your life, okay? Get outside, walk, exercise. If you aren't exercising, but you're eating, all of that blood sugar is just going through your blood. Okay. All of that sugar is just going through your blood. So you have to do something to build up your muscle, because that's where the sugar should be stored, is in your muscles. Look it up. Okay. But either way, she said that it was brought on, they believe, by diabetes. And right now he is back in the hospital, been there since May, because his body is rejecting his heart transplant. She said right now he's turned a curve, because before he wasn't walking, he wasn't talking, but right now he is walking and talking, and they see that he's getting better. That they know that he's getting better. So Either way, I'm happy for her that she doesn't have to go through that heartbreak. Yes, it's very heartbreaking. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Nene and all of the stuff that she has been through with losing people and the sickness of her children, child, that is a lot. That is a lot to deal with. So they talked about her strength and how she's going through things, how she gets through stuff. It was really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. So that's the first thing. But let's get into the rest. So y'all see it, right? Nene reveals that she turned down traders due to her son being hospitalized for over 2 months, right? That was back then. Now, she actually tells us how she got the offer because a lot of people were reporting that she turned the offer down because they didn't give her enough money. She said that was not the case at all, that they gave her exactly what she wanted and then some. She said the money was never a problem. The problem was that her son was sick, and she said, I can't do anything. I can't be on the other side of the world because they film in Scotland. She can't be on the other side of the world when her son is sick. She needs to be able to get to him right away. So she said, under no circumstances was she able to film, so she didn't. But what she did say is, hold on, let me see. You said it too. No, I did not say she turned it down because of money. Not you. You're talking about the wrong person, child. Never said that. So, actually, I didn't say it at all. I didn't say anything about Nene turning down traders at all because I didn't even know that that story was confirmed. So I would never say it until I knew it was confirmed. So that's not something I said. And I stand on that, okay? Period. What's up, Gloria? Welcome. Nice to have you. I don't know who said it, but you could go back to that channel and find it, but it wasn't me. I actually talked about other people moving forward with traders, and I think it was Portia Williams and some other people, and I said how much I love the show, but I never talked about Nene. What she actually said was that the network really wanted her to move forward with the show Traders. She said they were calling me nonstop. And she says this on Cynthia Bailey's platform. You can go and listen to it. They were calling her and letting her know this was about to set her up for the next thing. They had something bigger for her planned. Okay. So for everybody saying that they did not want her back, NBC, Universal, Bravo, period. They had something bigger for her planned, and they wanted her to start her television coming back. We already know that she's been on the red carpet for NBC, but they also wanted her to be a part of Traders. They said she was getting calls left and right, and she didn't know how to handle it because she wanted to make sure that she could actually go. When she realized she couldn't, she said that she had to turn them down, and she didn't give a whole lot of detail, but she did say they were trying to set me up for the next big thing. They kept telling her, we got some bigger plans for you. We got bigger plans for you. And she said she had to basically just stop it. Okay, so that's what I meant when I said Bravo wants Nene back, period. Okay, they have offered her that job. They want her to come back. You could hear that Cynthia actually knew about the deal. She said, I remember when you called me and told me that they had made you the offer. And she said, yep, absolutely. Her co-host, I think her name is Crystal said, I think they're going to call you back because you're definitely going to bring in the ratings for that show. She's not lying, okay? So at the end of the day, Bravo, NBC, Universal, y'all know that whole network. They're all tied together, including Peacock, because the show was actually on Peacock. They wanted Nene back, and they told her that the show Traders was going to set her up for a bunch of other things that they had lined up for her if she was able to return for that particular show. So she is very much a part of NBC Universal, and she actually said that too. For everybody who keeps saying that NBC Universal or Bravo does not want her, she said, that's my family. That is my TV home at the moment. Okay. So just so y'all know, period. I would not be surprised if we did see Nene Leakes back, but she says she's not able to do anything. When it comes to her son, she needs to put all of her attention and focus on him. And I don't blame her. A lot of people feel that way when it comes to their children. And Brent also has a new, he has a new baby. So she's a new grandma to Brent's child. So she has a lot that she's working with right now. So anyway, kudos to her and prayers to Brent. He's a young man. I hope that he does recover from all of this and she can move on, child. But yeah, I thought that was good tea. Anyway, let's get to the next story. Put this one down. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Nene Leakes, though. I know that, like I said, there's some people who don't want Nene to return to Bravo. But if you are a Nene Leakes supporter and you want to see her return, child, put a 3 in the chat for yes and a 5 in the chat for no. Stay off the TV. I actually would have loved to see her on Traitors. Traitors is an amazing show. 3 if you want to see her back. 5 if you would like to see her stay where she at. Okay. What's up, Charnel? Yes, I agree. So we got 1 3. Oh, we got a couple of 3s in the house. Glow said 3. Sheila, Lady D Keys. Okay. More 3s right now at the moment. Kristen said no. She could do without it, but the majority of y'all are saying 3. Yeah, I think so too. I think that they are looking to invite Nene back to the show. She actually talked about it a little bit, coming back as a peach holder versus coming back as a friend of, and she said she would like to come back as a peach holder if the opportunity presented itself, because she doesn't want to count her chickens before they hatch. If the offer was right, she said, I would definitely come back as a peach holder versus a friend of the show at this point in her life. Okay. So there you have it. And the 3s got it. Everybody likes it. Okay. So let's talk about the next story up, which is Denise Richards. Y'all may remember her from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She used to be married to Charlie Sheen, the bad boy, the bad boy of the movies and film and TV industry. And then he got himself kicked out. We found out later that he was, addicted to a whole lot of things. He also was HIV positive. But Denise Richards' ex-wife moved on, child. She got married again, and now her husband has filed for divorce. His name is Aaron. They actually got married on the show on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I believe in season 6. He has filed for divorce. They have an adopted daughter that he has called himself the father of. He's not looking for custody, though. He's not looking for custody. He's not looking for child support, but he is looking for alimony. I guess she has a little bit more money than he does, child. So he wants the money. Come on through. Thank you very much. Hit that like button, share the video. We need them both back, Nene and Kenya, because you missed the fights. Okay. Come on in. Welcome. Nice to have y'all. What do y'all think about this? The men are coming out. They want that alimony, child. Didn't say specifically the numbers, but he is looking for alimony from Denise Richards. Filed for divorce on Friday, July 4th. So it's interesting to see. These men love to file for alimony. Hey, what's up, Malicious? Nice to have you, child. These men love to file for alimony and be having people's pockets look like rabbit ears out here. But that is what's going on with Denise Richards. Okay. Let's move on. Who else are we going to talk about? Let's talk about Amy. Amy Howard, Amy Luciani. Speaking of divorces, and Dwight Howard, child. Listen, I didn't actually believe it when everybody was saying that these two were broken up. I did not believe it, but it is true. She has filed for divorce. She snuck on down to the courthouse, child, and she called it quits on Dwight Howard. And they have been broken up since 2 days, 48 hours after they got married. It is being said that they actually, or at least she did, she threw in the towel. Okay. She is citing irreconcilable differences. So is Denise Richards, filing irreconcilable differences. And she's not asking. Well, actually, I can't say that she's not asking for alimony. She said if the court sees it fit, yes, She would like alimony. If the court sees it fit, yes, she wants 50% of the marital properties. If the court sees it fit, yes, she would like for any debt that the two of them have together to be split down the middle. They weren't actually married that long. Got engaged in December of 2024. Everybody remembers that because people kept saying, girl, are you serious? Run, 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 right? But they ended up getting married on February 16th, and they said that they were pretty much separated by February 18th. And just today, they have filed for divorce. This is from Tasha K, who is calling their marriage a lavender marriage. Lavender means that the husband really isn't interested in the wife as much as he's interested in other things. Okay. And Amy is decided to get from under here. 48 hours. Yes, ma'am. 48 hours. That is what I have read. 48 hours after they officially got married is when they separated, cleared all of their social media. Well, she didn't clear her social media because I actually went over there to see it. She was still posting videos. But the people who know who are on the inside said that they had separated 2 days after they married. Okay. But as of right now, that's what's going on. She tried to slide that in, probably hoping that she wouldn't see anything. These men be getting the money. Yeah. So we shall see. 50% of marital property with a marriage that short, that's crazy work. Yeah, I would think that Dwight Howard has a little more money than her. Again, she's saying if the court sees fit, that's what she's looking for. But right now, filing irreconcilable differences, and that's it. How can you marry a man with those type of allegations? And not even allegations malicious, okay? If you remember, when the one guy came out and said that he was abused and essayed in that relationship, Dwight told everybody else to mind their business. He said, what goes on in my bedroom is my bedroom. Mind your business. But there was a whole lot of people coming out saying all kinds of things. But you know, different strokes for different folks at this point. Different strokes for different folks. And as of right now, Amy says she was in love with him. She said she didn't give a damn what people thought. I thought it would have lasted a little longer than 48 hours for sure. But according to Amy, absolutely not. Okay, so Amy said, no, I'm out of here. Anyway, we shall see what happens next. Dwight has not made any comment. Amy is keeping it cute on her side. Okay, did she make a post? Yeah, she did make a little post where she said, the longer you entertain what's not for you, the longer you postpone what is for you. Okay, so that was her only statement that I can see as of right now. He did admit, and he said he does not care. He doesn't have to answer anyone. And he's right. He doesn't have to answer to anybody. I think people were shocked because of, you know, when he first came out, he was considered very Christian, very religious, and people did not align his behavior with some of the things that he was talking about. But now it's out there. It is what it is. It has not stopped his career. He still plays basketball, child. So we shall see. In the meantime, young Joc done left Kendra, said he's tired of her shit. Right. I saw that. Let me see. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. I hate to say it, but I'm not sure if that makes sense. Shamar's daughter needs Shamea's daughter needs specialized care. I personally wouldn't want to risk it if her daughter wasn't feeling well. Okay, so you are saying that you thought she should have took herself home. I mean, it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see. A lot of people would say go home. I come from a family who would have said go home. Okay. But you know, there's other people who feel like, you know, she might be okay. Either way, Belicious was talking about young Joc. Listen, I always thought that young Joc was a really smart guy. I thought that he, liked a lot of ass, but for the most part, he was a smart guy. And when he ended up getting married to Kendra, I thought, okay, Joc has to marry somebody who's very strong, because Joc has one of those I do what I want personalities. And he is now saying he's tired of getting blamed for stuff. He's tired of his wife accusing him of things, because I guess people send her a lot of DMs, a lot of messages about where they've seen Joc, what Joc is up to. And he said, under no circumstances, he's not going to live his life like this. Either you love me and you believe me, or we just need to part ways. And so he ended up making a post where he basically told his wife on social media that he is out, that he's out of this relationship, that she either loves him or nothing at all. Okay. Maybe I should just move to another country. Maybe I'm not as valued as I think I should be. I tried to give you my all, and you didn't see a true king. I pray that you find happiness somewhere else, is the post that he put out there. I thought that was crazy. Okay. I thought it was crazy. He also had posted, I guess, to his IG stories, when I close my eyes, this is what I see. I'm tired of feeling like I can't be human in a world full of humans. I hate how strangers can just send shit to my wife and she instantly sides with them. Well, I'm done with all of this. He said, play rhetoric. I've been one of the most consistent people that you will ever meet. And I'm at a point where I'm just done. P.S. No, I don't want a celebration for walking away. So I remember when he came out and said that he had tattooed his member. He tattooed Kendra's name on his eggplant. That's what he said, child. I was confused, but I remember him doing that, or saying that he did that anyway. But now he's kind of walking it back a little bit, y'all. Just a little. He said that he's grateful. He made a post today where he said, I'm grateful for Kendra Robinson and the countless memories they have. He said social media is not the space for certain conversations, but television isn't either. So please understand if I don't respond to calls or texts. I don't know if he's saying that to his wife or if he's saying that just to the public in general. Don't send me nothing. And then he said, today I allowed the rest of me to get the best of me. I know the man that I've become and the sacrifices that I've made to evolve. Never allow people to belittle you. Don't apologize for the belittling, then turn around and stand on the belittling. I will be logging off of social media and possibly taking some time off to reflect on my decisions. Okay. Side note, we are all only here for a short time. Okay. Don't waste your time on others if you truly love them. So I think he's kind of making a plea to his wife that maybe they should talk and work it out, just not on social media. Maybe. Thank you so much, Deshonda, for blessing the channel and becoming a member. Okay, a Supreme Team member. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Let's see. He's had babies on her. On their wedding day, she found that out, and he's tired. Girl, I do remember that too. But she said, listen, this is what she said, that he was on a break. They had already split and separated. So he was on a break, and, he wanted to feel better between somebody else's legs. So there you have it. And she gave him a pass for that because she said they were on a break. Now, I'm telling y'all right now, a man would never do that. If y'all were to take a break and you got pregnant, well, I should say most men wouldn't. Some probably have done that, but I would say most would not. Their ego would not allow that to stand. But yeah, for sure. The nerve. He's a consistent cheater, for sure. We all know that. Joc, it does like women. Okay, say what now? And I think just the last year, or at least the last season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Joc had a woman standing in between his legs, and it was supposed to be a mutual friend of Joc and his wife. I've never done that in my entire life. I've never done that in my entire life. Just, stood in the middle of my friend's husband's legs. Nobody does that. Deshonda said, tattooed the package for show. He did. He tattooed the package. He talked about it. He did. He talked about it. Excuse me. Yes, that woman told Kendra she could have him if she wanted him. Hey, I remember that. That was a hard watch for me, because I was like, baby, you are trying to make Kendra look dumb in these streets. She knows what that looks like. We all know what that looks like, okay? Everybody knows. But he tried to play it off, period. He tried to play it off. So right now, Joc is either being super narcissistic and trying to jump ahead of these stories. He's trying to get out there before, the truth comes out. Talking about, if you don't have a picture of me in the act, stop accusing me. But we shall see. Amy, let's see, TV Boss Mama said, Amy leaving Dwight Howard is comedy relief. We just didn't know we needed. Okay. So it's the comedy that we didn't know we needed, child. Yeah, this is a lot. I agree. The show is coming back for a new season. Y'all know Mona loves to drop this down. Okay, now the show is coming back for a new season soon. Is this a plot and a scheme that Todd set up? Todd sets it all up, child. You're right. It could be. Okay, to come back with us with the bullshit. Okay, that I agree. That's possible. That's definitely possible. All right, let's talk about some other bullshit. Okay, that y'all didn't know y'all needed. Let's talk about it. Let's see. Where's my picture? Now, the other day, Miss Heavenly Kimes came on her YouTube channel, and she asked everybody to please meet her out, I think, near Georgia State. She said she'll be there at 5:30. She had a major announcement that she needed to make. And everybody was like, well, what is this about? What is this about? Okay. Let's see. They break up to make up before every season. I believe you. I do. But yeah, she called the people out, and people were curious. What is going on? Well, it has been published that Miss Heavenly Kimes is looking to de-seat Lithonia Democratic Representative Doreen Carter, you guys, who was sworn into office in 2015. And Heavenly is looking to sit as a state representative. Heavenly is looking to sit as a state representative, Democratic representative for the state of Georgia. All right. So if y'all don't know what the representatives do, is basically they're lawmakers. They come in, they try to get us the best education for public schools, transportation, public safety, health, housing, environment, all the things. They decide what the speed limit should be on the highways, all of that. Okay, all of that. So Heavenly said, shit, I can do it too. And a lot of people do this. Now, first, I'm going to ask y'all, though. How do y'all feel about this? Heavenly, she's a smart woman. I'm not going to take that from her. A lot of people don't like her because they think that she has a big mouth, but she's a very intelligent woman. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. She owns her own practice. She's a millionaire for sure. Probably multimillionaire. And for the last couple of months, I would say since the start of, maybe a little bit before that, the last presidential election, Heavenly got really involved in politics, right? She was, doing different things, trying to get people to vote. Right now, she is looking to see if she can de-seat the current representative. I told y'all her name, Doreen Carter. This will be for District 105. And she said, I can do it. So if y'all think that y'all would like to see Heavenly sitting as the House of Representatives, please put it in the chat. Put a 8 in the chat if y'all think this could be a good fit for Heavenly, or put a 9 in the chat if you think Heavenly might be biting off way more than she could chew. Okay, let's see. I think Heavenly would actually make a great state representative. All right, Heavenly, good luck. Heavenly is very intelligent. Yes, she is very intelligent. Can't take that away from her. Okay. She has a lot of insight to these uninformed, already currently seated politicians. 8. Look, Joe Rawlings said, no. 8. Okay, we got another no. Okay. I'm gonna go for an 8. I like it. I think that if you can see it, you can be it, baby. Okay. And listen, Doreen has been sitting there since 2015. She needs a shakeup. After the Orange Man, the door is open for anybody, and the Orange Man's been there twice. Okay. But yeah, let me tell y'all, not everybody feels like Heavenly should have that seat, including Lisa Nicole Cloud. Y'all remember her? She used to also be on Married to Medicine. Her and Heavenly used to fight all the time. One of my favorite episodes is when Heavenly and Lisa were going back and forth. And Lisa said, "What's the problem? You hungry?" What's the problem? You've been acting crazy all day. You hungry? Oh my God, that shit was crazy. But yeah, Lisa said absolutely not. Okay. Lisa said the person you see on TV is definitely who she is in real life. Trust and believe. Okay. I know firsthand who she really is in person. So she is against it. She will not be getting, Heavenly will not be getting her vote. But it was funny. So she is out here already putting her, look, Lisa is full of bullshit. Okay. Lisa Nicole, who was chasing her husband, Dr. Darren, every season, child. And if I'm not mistaken, I think just last year, another audio came out that Lisa released of her husband on the phone with another woman, child, to embarrass him and get him back on track. But anyway, keep your eyes open. Let's see. It's official. Somebody has put some money behind Dr. Heavenly. They have said that they believe that she can do it. She's already in the churches, putting her name out there. And we shall see. We shall see what's happening next. But that's it. Okay. Darren been cheating, be cheating. It's the same. But anyway, I love it. Let's see what happens next. Let's see if they talk about it on the show. Child, I need them back. Dr. Darren and Lisa Nicole. Oh, those were some hard times for Lisa Nicole. I don't think she wants to come back. Let's see. 9, she's too childish and can't represent a dog. Jesus. I don't know about that. I think sometimes we see people on TV. I think that she's very smart, though. I'll say that. She's very, very smart. She's very, very smart. And do y'all know anything about Doreen? Is there anybody in the chat who might be from Atlanta who know anything about Doreen? The current state rep, Democratic state rep for District 105. Her name is Doreen Carter. If you know anything about it, put it in the chat. Because half the time, people don't even know who y'all put in office. They could say that they are there to do X, Y, and Z and do absolutely nothing. Do absolutely nothing. I think that if Heavenly was in that seat, more people would pay attention to Heavenly and what she has going on than we do with half of the politicians that are sitting in those seats. Not even half, more than half. Okay. But anyway, let's move on to Martell, because y'all had come over here for this story. Now, I pay attention to a lot of the stuff that gets posted. And Martell was actually, interestingly enough, had liked some videos. Hold on. Martell ended up liking some videos that was giving people who may be dating in Atlanta some advice. Okay, if you're dating in Atlanta, there was some advice given, and it was a very strong video too. Hold on. Okay, I had to get my video set up, but some very strong advice for women and possibly even men that might be dating in Atlanta. Okay, and it opens with, do not come to Atlanta. Hold on. Do not come to Atlanta looking for love. Bring your own man. Okay. So this person said, look, if you come into Atlanta to make paper, do that. But if you come into Atlanta to look for a man or to date, don't do that. Because, well, I'm going to let y'all hear it for yourselves. She said, number one, the majority of men aren't looking for women. Okay. The majority of men are, she said, this is Black Hollywood, are looking to become famous. So she said, there's a lot of beautiful women here, but if you ain't bringing your own man with you, then you have a problem. Now, I put the little picture up so y'all can see who liked it, because Martell wasn't the only one who liked it. Show enough, Miss Wanda also liked it. And Chris Fletcher liked it. Okay, can y'all see their picture up there? Those were the two that liked it. And then I put this up here so that people could see it as well. Let me take this banner down. So you see Martell, you see Chris Fletcher. Wanda also liked it. So y'all can see her picture up there. Y'all know what Wanda looks like. Now I'm gonna have y'all listen to the video because this was interesting. Okay, hold on.
If you plan on moving to ATL, make sure you bring your own man with you. For any woman that likes men, make sure you bring your own man with you. I'm letting you know that in Atlanta, the men is scarce. So if you come here, you think you're looking for a relationship, this is not the place to come to. I'm letting you know this. This is Black Hollywood. Most men are into themselves.
So look, I thought this was funny or crazy anyway, because I was like, why is Martell interested in the men that men dating in Atlanta or women dating men in Atlanta or whoever? Like I said, it could be a message for anybody.
Okay. Everybody thinks they're a celebrity. Everybody. 95% of the men are gay.
Uh-oh.
And 50% of those are married. And the other ones, the rest that's left, they know that it's 30 women to every one man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So yeah, she put all of that in there, basically saying, at the end of the day, she said, you need to bring your own man, BYOM, if you are planning on coming to Atlanta. She gave some compliments to the women, for sure, saying that the women were beautiful. The women got their shit together. A lot of them have money in their pocket. But she said, if they did not come here with a man, that they are typically manless. Okay. But anyway, that video happened to have been liked by Martell, Chris Fletcher, and Wanda. Show enough, Miss Wanda Moore. But those were the ones who said it. Let's see. This is why I don't date, and I'm in Texas, child. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah. I thought that was interesting. So Martell's out here. She said, listen, if y'all want, he's agreeing with the dating advice when it comes to Atlanta anyway. I don't know what the stats are, to be honest. I don't think that it's 95% of the men at all. I think that's a big ass number. But I did think it was interesting that Martell hit that like button, child. Martell, Wanda, and Chris Fletcher. All three of them thought that that was good advice. Anyway, let's hear what the rest she had to say. Okay, so that's it. There's a lot of people who actually agreed with this message, just so y'all know. Check this out, because that was the other thing. 46,000 people hit that like button. I think this has been up for a week. Over 60,000 passed the message out to other people, and there's over 7,528 comments. So bottom line is, child, a lot of people think she's right. A lot of people think she's right. Don't forget to put your banner back up. Thank you. So all opinions are alleged, but yes, I appreciate that. Oh, hold on. Can you hear me now? Hopefully you can hear me now. All I said was there was a lot of people who agreed with her. There are a lot of people who agreed with her. She had over 46,000 likes in over a week on this video, and over 60,000 people shared the video. It happened to have been liked by a lot of people. So I said Martell, Wanda, and Chris Fletcher, but David Allen Greer, who is an actor, also agreed with it. Okay, so there was others. Let me see if I see anybody on this side. There were others, even Lisa Triplett, and that is a religious, I think she's a minister. Lisa Triplett is a minister, I'm positive. But anyway, that is what is going on, child. Let me put this video back up. Martell needs to go somewhere. Yes, we could hear the last part of her video. Yes, we could hear the last part of her video. Okay, cool. Glad, because I didn't want to mess that up. But anyways, y'all, that is it for now. Those were the stories that I wanted to get out to y'all. So hopefully, y'all was cool. You didn't hear the last audio. You could or you couldn't. All she said in the last part of the audio, if you couldn't hear it, was that there's a lot of beautiful women who have their businesses together, who got their bank accounts together, and they are single. So if you're looking for love and you got every other part of your life right, Atlanta's not the place to look for love, is basically what she was saying. And there's a lot of people that agree with her. The lady is correct about Atlanta, and the same goes for Birmingham. Okay, so there's people who agree with it. You meant to say couldn't. Okay, I'm sorry about that. If y'all lost the audio for a little bit. What she said is that may be true. Okay, that may be true for a lot of people. So anyways, you guys, that sums it up for the most part. Thank you, Show the Pearl. That sums it up for the most part, y'all. I'm going to get some more stories together. I am also got some interviews that is coming for y'all shortly. Hopefully very, very soon. I just got to get some stuff scheduled, and we are going back and forth with our calendars. But I need everybody to hit the like button, share the video, make sure you're following me on all my platforms. If you would like to see the video in its entirety, the comments that this lady was making in its entirety, you can check it out on my IG stories. I'll put it over there for y'all to see. Okay. And outside of that, follow me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY. Thank you to all of my moderators, and also thank you to the newcomer, to the new Supreme team member. And I will check you guys on the next one. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I'll check you on the next one. Bye-bye.